Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Dragonheir Silent Gods. For today's video, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my somewhat budget necrosis team that I'm using for getting the highest damage against the Thelendor boss. So we are here in the Chaos Shadows. This is obviously the Otherworld exploration, not the Continental Challenge, but the same principles apply, right? The only difference is I'm kind of going to use a hero that we get because of the Continental Challenge, the Utior event. I'm actually using Utior. I kind of wanted to do a video where I'm actually using Utior because everyone seems to kind of hate him, and I think he's kind of great for this situation. And others... no hate here. I kind of enjoy using him. I'm probably going to book him as well. So, Otherworld Exploration, we are done as a server. This is the last day. And yeah, so it's my last chance to make a quick video. I really don't have a chance to make the others and try to make more budget-friendly comps and all that fancy stuff because, well, it's ending. I figure that's going to be a next season thing for me. But yeah, tomorrow we'll start the Copper Dragon, the Resurgent Dragon. So I will try my best to make some content on that. Maybe my first playthrough, my first impressions, my first trials of it as well. I think will be fun. And I might show my hardest hitting Kraken teams and then try to do a budget team as well. We'll mix it up for sure. But yeah, that's going to be the end game content. It's supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be all rares and epics. You do get legendaries in this game. And people got to stop acting like it's not possible to get a legendary in this game. You get plenty of War Marrow and summons throughout the whole season that by the time you get to the Resurgent Dragon, you should have a few legendaries. If you don't, I don't think you're playing. So, anyway, let's get to it. Buff. I do have a full alliance buffs. I'm just going to be transparent here. It does add extra accuracy and resistance. That's probably the best part, honestly. A little skill haste and improved damage. Of course, it's a little bit of everything. So that does affect some things, but we are going to be using some pretty nice people. Again, this is not the most free-to-play friendly team ever. This is just me doing a fun showcase, using a hero, using the only legendary in this team being one that was a more limited time thing. All right, so we're going to pull in our team. We have Utior, Questa, Zarloth, Irma, and Megan, a rare healer and support. So Irma is really good for the Bion Frey boss, but I already do the Bion Frey boss without her with my Urion legendary ice tank with good resistance, so I didn't really need her there. So instead we are actually going to use her here because of this. So see this around here, this little grouping, this allows her to give damage mitigation to the people around her, which actually helps extend this battle. So I'm going to show you guys what gear I have on now, and then we're going to take off the legendary artifacts and see if we can still do it without them. But I do have legendary artifacts on some of the people here. Not all of them, as you can see. We have Megan and Questa in the epic ones. We have Zarloth in the Witch's Remains instead of the Crown. Utior is in the Hourglass instead of, oh, I don't know, maybe the Candle for him because that battle skill to come back to this attack penalty often is really nice. And then Irma, yeah, is in the Blast Jar. But yeah, let's go ahead and take those off. I'm not going to save the preset because I might need it. I want to see if I can do this without it, with using the more budget options for artifacts. I guess there is actually a good one with buffs. The more buffs you have, this one, the more buff they have, the more damage reduced. That might be a better choice than this because this gives terrible defense. But when I have resources, you know what? Let's try that. We do put up a bunch of buffs with Irma. So I'm going to go ahead and use this Mask of the Lark instead. And then for Utior, for Zarloth, I'm going to go ahead and use the Crown. Level 20, because by now you should have your best artifacts level 20. This is the end of the season period. And then Questa will leave with her damage one. And I guess, oh yeah, Utior will give him the Candle because I want to come back to that battle skill and keep decrease attack up as much as possible. Although I might debate to swap to the Incense Burner. Actually, maybe we're more important to get the revival in case things go to hell. So maybe I'll give Megan the really, really nice spindle one, right? Like, where is it? I think I maxed it out. Yes, the life spindle. Extra healing on her battle skill. She does that, so I think that's going to be really good for her, right? Let's just double check. Heals an ally and recharges their ultimate energy. So that's going to help improve Megan's heal to help keep people alive. All right, I like it. So that's going to be our new preset here. No legendary artifacts, only legendary gear, which I hope by the end of the season, you've actually got a few sets of legendary gear that's not asking for too much, especially with the ability to swap around sets and adjust our plans and be able to move things so easily now. All right, guys, so let's get into this fight. I'm going to full auto it. We're not going to worry about timings. The only thing I would say is in something like this, because Utior has his kind of, I guess, in like, what is it? Is it, hold on. I got to see what it's called when it pops up here. Because I forgot what it's called. I think it shows, right? Grants buffs. Oh, of course it doesn't show. All right, it's fine. He gives like the revival on death. Yeah, that's what it's called. And then increased defense. Because of that, I kind of might have to time that toward the end if things get messy. But yeah, we're going to have Questa being our main DPS here. And melee is not our friend overall in a lot of these battles. But I feel like this is the one battle where melee's okay. Like, you don't want it in pretty much every other boss battle. But Questa, for one, heals herself so well. And she's such a beast. She's got good HP. But we actually ramp up damage pretty solid with this team. No legendary DPS. The only legendary is Utior, who is bringing the decreased attack, the attack penalty debuff. And then, yeah, some increased defense buffs and a revival on death for later in the game. But we don't even really need his increased defense buff. We have Megan. So really, Utior is mostly here for that, just, yeah, decreased attack, keeping it up in the boss. So I would say your best decreased attack support hero besides Utior to throw into this fight might be the answer. Unfortunately for Ice and Necrotic, those options are limited, so that's why we have him in here. And I thought it would be fun to actually use the hero that nobody likes. So everyone has books except for Utior also. Everyone is fully scrolled. But yeah, not Utior. How are we doing? We're doing okay. No sign of going down just yet. I don't think I'm blocking too much, am I, guys? I hope not. Hope not. I realized I was blocking the artifacts, though, when it was on the side when I was changing them, but you could see what I did after. And I talked through it, so hope that was okay. I realized I'm a little bit bigger on the screen now because I was recording a YouTube short, so it was huge. Apologize for blocking some of the gear that was shown there, but you could, I showed it all on the screen before the battle, so you could definitely see it there. Just in when I was changing it, you couldn't. Okay, so there's a very easy 11 million. So at the bare minimum, if you don't have Utior and you want to sub somebody else in to help keep that decreased attack up, there's your answer. Like, you should be pretty solid to get 11 million with the same team, just subbing in someone else for the attack penalty debuff. I mean, Questa has it too, but it's nice to have multiple people, especially when they're on battle skills. But the damage mitigation from Irma is really nice. It really helps. See that damage? The only person not getting it is Megan. Oh, but I realized I could put Megan in this spot, actually. So if I actually brought in Megan and put Questa to the side, if I put Megan in the middle instead of Questa, everyone would be getting that buff. That's really important to note. That one right there, a control immunity and the damage reduction from Irma. But yeah, Irma's really great for the Biome Fray boss because of all the control. Go figure. Especially if you have another melee in your team and you don't want to be stunned the whole fight. But I felt like it still wasn't enough. You still, like, my Irma has a bunch of resistance, so she doesn't get controlled. That's kind of how I had her when I tried using her in the Biome Fray boss. But I just found my Urion with resistance to be a little bit better overall. Just keeping the whole team alive and good survivability with his buffs. So I needed a tank for this one, and she fit the bill. I actually wasn't surviving long enough without people being close to Irma for this buff. Like, I'd lose someone early, like Zarloth or Utior, I would lose early. But now, look at us, 18 million and going. I could start timing things, I probably should, before the ultimate. Let's hold Utior, just in case. Just in case, let's hold this right until it's closer. Just to make sure that big smash, if we die, he's gonna bring us back. We're not dying, so that's good to go. Don't even die. If we don't die, we didn't even need Utior's ultimate. Let's just put it that way. So that kind of shows you how good these people are. It's all about the gear at the end of the day. And final... Oh, I did that too early. It should stay for the next 5 seconds, though. I hope so. Oh, God. Smash, smash. Don't die in the last minute. Ah, we're good, we're good. Boom. 22 million very easily with this Necro team. Zarloth is so much fun. Yeah, it has a bunch of epics and Megan. Again, this wasn't meant to be the most perfect, easy, not using legendaries team ever, but I mean, I'm using epics and a potential free hero, depending on if you grinded like a crazy person for those Continental Challenges, or if you decided to spend to try to get Utior if you were close. Not free in that case, but hey, still a limited time hero that a lot of people hate on, and I think he has good value. But look at, we lasted the battle all the way till it timed out. That shows you, that was a good team with survivability. I wouldn't even need Utior. I could go do this same battle with someone else. So I just wanted to actually showcase using Utior for once, because he's actually pretty helpful. And yeah, another place where Questa can really shine is this boss. So if you haven't tried her against these fights, you might want to give it a try if you're not at the end of your season like I am. And tomorrow there will be no more Chaos Shadows. But all right, that is my team. That is my reward. I kind of want to do some more of these showcases next season. I was a little bit slacking on doing them this season, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.